Cool, everything is working fine. That's good. Ooh. Play softly. Internet? That's good. Hello, Ravers, Shadow, and Classic. How are you guys doing tonight? Also, hello, everybody. Welcome to Splatoon. Gonna do some more turf wars and usual stuff. What's up, I say hello? Hello there, Rabid. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? How's everyone doing tonight? Was it released today? I know, I was just playing as Piranha Plant literally right before the stream occurred. I was playing against my roommate Halune and Piranha. Hello, Phantom. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Just a whole party today. But hopefully you guys are having fun. If you guys played Piranha Plant so far, you have so much money? Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. You have that played Splatoon? No worries. Okay, so for this stream, the stream's gonna work a little bit different. I also need to put this on just because. Hoping for something. However, what I'm going to do is broken. Listen, Piranha Plant's great. I'm gonna play a weapon I've never played before, and we're gonna see. 3-play smash. I figured. Let's not talk about what's gonna be happening. Can't find you soon. Oh no, Legend! It's okay! Hopefully you find it. I'm sorry, Legend. I don't know really what to play today. Let's try the Kensa Luna Blaster. I'll talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 in a moment and how some people are already mad at me. And no, I didn't spoil the game or anything. But I think we're going to do Luna Blaster. I'm only going to play as the Luna Blaster, and hopefully we can get it. Neither do I. So, story about Kingdom Hearts 3. I know it came out today. I know that's kind of where everyone's been for, like... Because people are like, oh, like, if you're going to get Kingdom Hearts 3, you're going to stream it? I don't think there's any point to streaming the game. Just because no one wants to be spoiled on it. Like, that's my personal take on it. However, I wasn't expecting to be getting Kingdom Hearts 3. Not for a long time. Especially with everything that's happening. I was not expecting to. And big thanks to my parents. I went over to their house today. Just because I wanted to, you know, I just wanted to see them. I wanted to see my family. It's been a while. And yeah, I haven't seen them in like a while. I haven't seen my brothers in a while. So I wanted to see them. I wanted to talk, see how they were. And, well, my mom texts me and says, hey, so-and-so screwed up our order for Kingdom Hearts to get it early, or not early, but get it, like, today. We had to get it a different way. Do you want to get a copy? So, thank you to my parents. They're giving me a, essentially, a free copy for me of Kingdom Hearts 3, which is nice of them. I've only played Kingdom Hearts 2. I know people are super excited for 3. I got to see a lot of 3 at the, I got to see a lot of 3 at E3, funny enough. But yeah, my parents are giving me a copy, which is cool. Alright, that's nice, Ballpoint. You don't do anything. You do. The Ballpoint is just chilling. So the thing about the Luna Blaster is it is the shortest range. Now, yeah, it's the shortest range by far. That Ballpoint... Where's that Ballpoint? Oh, they disconnected. That's nice. Well, we're already at 0, so I guess we're going to start with it. So, here's the rules with this stream for today. We're doing Turf Wars the entire time as usual. However, I'm going to try to get White Flag with this Luna Blaster. The stream does not end until we get it. Ouch. I don't know. That's... Listen, challenges are fun. Challenges are fun. My team's given up. Oh no, the person didn't disconnect. They're just being a jerk. Yeah, literally the gosh. Dumb teammates. There's not much that could really be done, to be fair. Also the shortest range weapon of them all. It's always a two-shot kill, or even one shot. Ow. That's fine. Yikes. Yeah, that was not good. That was not good at all. But it's always good to challenge yourself. It's always good to use new weapons. Also looks like, yeah, the ballpoint was terrible. Didn't do a single thing. Also, it's good that the stream seems to be going well. I know earlier this morning the stream just kept crashing non-stop. It was terrible. But it seems like everything's going fine. Raver Raves, you made it in. Welcome, welcome. Say, so far comes with the long wait. That's good. Yeah, I know my little brother was saying it. It's all good, Shadow. Yeah, we're just going to keep going until I get white flag on this. As soon as we get white flag, that's when the stream ends. So it could be a really short stream, it could be a really long. You never know. Also, congrats on the star, Shadow. Stay fresh. Stay fresh as well, Tariq. And also, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Also, excuse me as well if I'm a little bit out of it as well. Not only am I like was I playing games earlier, but it's played Splatoon. It's all good, Raver Raves. I do have like a really, really bad headache from earlier today. Today's been, to put it bluntly, today's been a very, very... Okay, Legend. I mean, it makes sense to pout, though. It's all good. On the way to recovery? What do you mean recovery? Are you okay? I'm worried. You find it? I know you will. I know you will find it, Legend. But yeah, I've had been a very, very stressful day today. Like, very stressful. So, I'm hoping everything gets better. But, as it stands right now, I think I'm gonna... It's kinda... Oh, stop. Stop, you two. No throwing the fights. I'm done with people throwing fights. Nope. Finish up in this one. Ow. We're doing a full clean of our house. Something there. I mean, that's what I'm imagining is probably what's making Jared some sick. Like, Jared some is pretty sick. I don't think Hell's sick. I've been fine, at least lately, which is good. Is that the .96 gal? Yeah, it's .96. They're sniping from the top, which makes sense. Peace way. Honestly, Phantom, if you... Because I think you said you were allergic to cats as well. I'm pretty sure it's something cat-related. I know a few things look absolutely terrible right now. Like, looks really, really bad in a few rooms. I'm going to be doing a big clean as well. I've been trying to clean. Yeah. Jeez. Such a precise weapon compared to the blaster. The blaster doesn't do much. Also doesn't help that it's like really bad at turf coverage, so I have to pretty much rely on my team to do this. It also doesn't help that we have one person who's literally doing nothing. Like, literally doing nothing. Oh, really? Oh, that's fine. Hey, what up, Jigsaw? Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? How are you doing? Once again, I know everyone's playing Kingdom Hearts. Like I said, I just play the games. And I like them. We are losing this one easily. Well, this might work. For a minute, gotta go soon. It's all good. Hello, vlogger. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, it looks like we lost. Or we won. We won. That works. Why not? Stress, stress, stress. Doing good? That's good. Don't worry, Jigsaw. I'm not playing it either. River still has it. Nice. You can join. It's all good, vlogger. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. I know everyone's getting back to class. Everyone's getting used to sleeping in early. I know. I've had a few people ask me actually. No more Wixen, so sorry, team. It's all good. It's all good, Shadow. I've had a few people ask like why I even bother doing morning streams if, you know, everyone's in class and my audience is in class. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy the games I want to enjoy. I play the games I want to play. If one person watches, if 100 people watch, it means the world to me, so I feel like that's how it should be. So I think we're in a rut right now of never getting out of 360 subs. I think we're at 359 again, so could have been. No worries, vlogger. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, having a... Oh, the GoTuber. Such a fun joke weapon. Yeah, it seems like I'll probably never get out of 360 at this point, which is funny, because like I feel like people sometimes are like, or recently were like, hey, you know, congrats, and I was like, yay, thank you, and then next day is 359, and then 360, hey, great, thank you, congrats, and I'm like, I see the pattern here, I see what's about to happen. I'm just gonna cover this. There's not much I can do. I have to be very offensive with this weapon, I've learned. Also, I know there's also some people who I know are wondering about the Splatoon 2 like tutorial videos and such. What do I even say about those? I really want to. I really want to make a video series regarding Splatoon 2, regarding how to play the weapons, how to get better at them. Like, I do want to make that series happen, but straight up, since people have been saying, oh, your editing's really good for beginner kids, like, you're doing really good. I'm like, thanks. But then, like, I go to watch other videos and such, right? And they're just, like, high-end edits. There's, like, I've watched some other informational videos just to kind of get an idea of maybe what I should try to do and try to, like, look for. And it's just so much on a different level than I can do, which really sucks, because I really want to make the series a thing, but it's probably going to take like a really, really long time for me before I can get used to editing like that. So I apologize for those who are waiting for that series. When Splatoon 3 comes out, like, it might be better if I do it during then. Like, I feel bad that I might have to not do it for a while. It's just, I want my editing to be up to snuff. I want to be able to make something that people are really happy to watch and are proud to see that somebody's come a long way. Hey, what up, Pom Pom? Welcome. I'll grab KH3. But yeah, I really want to make it a good series. Like, the series that I have in mind, except for like the series I have in mind for Hyrule Warriors and just information in general, I want to make sure they're done right. So apologies if you've been like waiting for those. Oh, do you have to go back and forth? Interesting. See, the only Kingdom Hearts game I've played was, I've only played Kingdom Hearts 2. I've never played anything else, so. Because my parents couldn't find the first Kingdom Hearts game. And, like, they couldn't find it in stores. So they just gave us, me and my brothers, Kingdom Hearts 2. And we love Kingdom Hearts 2, don't get me wrong. Wow. Wow. It's Mercedes Waluigi. Sorry. Hey, pop it. Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. Nice seeing you, Pom. It's nice seeing you. Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, I've heard, like, my little brothers was playing it when I went over to their house. I need a loot lobby. One of them left. One of the squid party is left. Wow. But yeah, I think one of them left. Fear might be leaving soon. Also, Palm, thank you, by the way, for earlier today. I'm still insanely stressed, and I'm still insanely worried, but thank you for helping out earlier. I really appreciate it. Give me my main back. I got you. Yeah, today's been super stressful. Like, this morning I was like not aware of how stressful it's probably gonna be, and then with Zero Time Dilemma, like the finale of Zero Time Dilemma. By the way, if you've not watched Zero Time Dilemma or any of the Zero Escape games, I highly recommend them. I know people are kind of thrown off by the gore and everything, but just the emotional aspect of that game is amazing. It's incredible. I highly recommend it. I know there was the idea of like, oh, you know, there's only one person who was watching that. Like, kid probably was like worried about that entire time. I mean, I always prefer people watch the finale, but at the same time, I love it. I thought the game was fantastic, and it was really nice. Who was that on their team? What's up, Shadow? But yeah, I finally figured out what the stream issues were. For those who've been watching that Zero Time Dilemma stream, or who were there or whatnot, or who are wondering why there are 3 Zero Time Dilemma streams, so what happened earlier today, is my internet went out, and we weren't informed. Like, my roommates and I, we weren't informed that it went out. We weren't informed anything at all. So while I was streaming, frames started dropping like crazy. Things were hitting the fan. I was really concerned about, you know, like why this was happening. And what I can find the game. Dungeon's gotta be somewhere. Just look under everything. Look in your couches. Look in your chairs. Honestly, look behind your computer, or worst case, if you have a little sibling, look inside of your computer. Like, literally open the computer and look inside. Like, I'm just saying. I talked about Fallout 3 and how I never got to play it because my little brother shoved it physically inside the computer, like inside the tower, so. Worst case scenario is maybe your parents might have thrown it away, but you never know. But as I was saying with like, oh my gosh, hi Raven Reeves. Yeah, DePalm, don't worry about it, don't ask. But we found out, so like while I was streaming the first stream of Zero Time Dilemma, the internet went down, but I wasn't aware of it. And Travis, who was helping me troubleshoot, like we were trying to figure out, you know, what was exactly happening. So we were like kind of troubleshooting a few things, and we seemed to got it working. I had to change some settings. I had to make sure things. Oh, it's that person. So it is a new person who ended up doing that. New person squid partying. We may end up having to switch lobbies. Yeah, I'm gonna switch lobbies. These guys are squid partying, and it's probably just annoying a lot of people. Let's do some actual matches. Yeah, Fear and that person didn't seem to cruise it. Yeah, they're all squid partiers. Well, I mean, you had Shadow who was doing something, but you and Shadow. Yeah, let's switch. Let's switch lobbies. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Before he joins, that way they can get some more. But then the second stream, it started going well. The second Zero Time Dilemma stream, it started going really well, and then halfway through it started like dying again, and I was really concerned about what was happening because I'm like, this has never happened in Zero Time Dilemma. This seems really strange. Alright, this is enough time. I was like, this is really strange. Like, why is it crashing? Why is the stream going down? It turns out I was talking to my service provider, and what happened was the internet in the area went down for a little bit. Something with the box in the area. It went down, so it affected everybody, but they didn't really tell anybody. So, because I gave him a call while Travis and I were troubleshooting. He was like, I'm pretty sure it's your internet, dude. And then YouTube thought my channel didn't exist for a while. That was a little scary. Like, it was pretty, you know what? Hair to the left today. We're showing my left side of my hair. But yeah, they didn't really inform anybody. It was pretty bad. And then the final stream that happened, they were like, everything's all set to go, everything's good, just keep an eye out. Tested it, turned it back on. I had to also reset the router like 5 times because it didn't want to work. But I'm glad we finally got through Zero Time Dilemma. So by the way, if you're... Oh my gosh. If you are curious about Assassin's Creed or what happens after Zero Time Dilemma, Assassin's Creed is going to be taking over the spot for it, amongst the fact that we will be doing other games as well. Yeah. Snowing again over here. That was nice. I like snow. Something's telling me that I'm about to die to a baller. Dude, this is crazy. Ow. He's going to get in my way between you. Go. You got this, Legend. You got this, Legend. Oh, good. Snow's awful. I used to live in the snow. I love snow so much. I love building snow forts. I remember when I was in elementary school, like for recess, we had three recesses, essentially. We had lunch, we had morning recess, and we had afternoon recess. It was pretty cool. And what ultimately ended up happening is it was so nice. But we essentially built like a snow fort over the period of X amount of days. It was really, really fun, really nice indeed. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. Nice. Whoa, hello. Die in the snow? See, I mean, there's also the option of not going outside, because if you go outside, that could be, like, you know, pretty bad if you don't like snow. However, I personally really like snow, and I like building snow forts. We had, like, near an igloo in elementary school once. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. What is happening? Shoot. Ow. I think we suddenly lost. Raver Raves, what happened to you? Oh no, Ravers, you got hit with somebody. Speed through, speed through. There we go. But recess at the end of the day, we get to play dress up. That sounds interesting. Well, we lost, but GG. Yeah, we lost last second. This might be the a bit of an issue. Raver Raves 0. I never actually built a snowman, now that I think about it. Because I was really bad at making snowballs. Like, I was good at making, like, forts and everything. Wow, okay, that's bad. I was, like, really good at making forts, but I just could not make any, like, snowballs for some reason. So, my hair is, like, a mess today. My apologies. Also, yes, I did indeed shave. No longer bearded Kit. No, it's weird. Might be playing it. Nice. Well, that's a little bit long, but... Do you want to build a snowman? Let's go outside and play. I don't know the words at all, but it's an overplayed song. And we dance outside, and we go build a snowman. I don't know the words at all. I don't know what that turned into, but, you know, it works, it works. What game are you playing, Jigsaw? Resident Evil 2? How's Resident Evil 2, by the way? I know you're watching. Played in the snow, despite living in Canada? Okay, okay. What is in my pocket? We're starting the same area 3 times. Ew. That's not good. What is in my pocket right now? Oh. Don't need those. What else? Cool. Oh! So, no dream draw distance? Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Another cool thing. I talked about this, I think, in a stream. It was either a stream or a video. I don't remember. Little brother last weekend? Nice, nice. But I was talking about a book. I was talking about dragons, I want to say. Oh, I was talking, it was, I think it was Marth. I think it was a Marth, classic mode. I was talking about dragons, and I referenced a book that had 3, it was like one of my favorite books of all time. My Father's Dragon. My little brother told my mom about the book, I guess. And Resident Evil's great? That's good. Because I know my littlest brother, he watches the classic mode videos. He's been super supportive and says I'm funny and whatnot, which is really nice. It was cool playing against him in Smash today, too. But he apparently asked my mom about the book. And she's just like, oh, you mean My Father's Dragon? I'm like, and I guess he was just like, I guess, and then they had the book just sitting out for me. So I decided I was gonna, like, I asked if I could take it because it's a book from my childhood. It's one of my favorite books. Okay, this is bad. I don't really know what's happening. That worked out well. We have a chance. We have a chance here. I'm the really, really offensive blaster. Nice. Oh, that was bad. Ow, I got blob-lobbed. I got blob-lobbed in the face, man. Jigsaw, I would ask, like, what... Oh my gosh. Really? Jeez, that was scary. I feel like Kingdom Hearts is not actually that, like, confusing. Well, okay. Story-wise, I guess it's confusing if you try to light up all the stories. But, like... I don't know. When I played 2, I seemed to just kind of go with the story as it was. I was like, yeah, no, this is the story. Nothing wrong here. I know people say it's convoluted and everything, but... What the heck? Okay. Probably pretty confused. This person, really? Oh my gosh, really? We have 2 Luna Blasters on our team. Shadow, is that you? Must be you. Okay. Well, I guess that works. Come on, team. I believe in you. Alright, well that didn't do anything. GG, GG. Oh, it's all good, Shadow. It's all good. Ah, so close to leveling them up. Multiplayer maps and modes have been updated. What sort of maps do we have? You know what? This actually works very, very well with this. This actually works very, very well. I want to check something real quick. Oh, I'm still stressing. I'm still stressing. It's all good. No, I've been stressed a lot lately. It's nothing like too big, but at the same time, it's just, you know. When you have a lot going on in your life, there's always something to stress about. But at the same time, like, it's good to focus on the positives, like the streaming, videos, like, all of that's a good positive for me. And I really appreciate, once again, all of you guys watching and being so supportive. As always, it means the world to me, so thank you so much. What the heck? Okay, that happened. Yeah, you kind of get that a lot sometimes with some games, Jigsaw. Like, there's a game that you play and you're just like, yeah, there's definitely a better game than this one. Happens quite a lot, to be fair. Okay, this guy's gonna kill me. Annoying baller. Jeez, nice. Jeez, somebody really likes Poison Mist. That's quite a lot of Poison Mist you got there. That's like a ridiculous amount of Poison Mist. Wow. Hey, what up, Devian? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. That guy's trying to be an offensive baller, and it's not working out too well for them. Literally leaving their team in the dust. Ooh, that's a good weapon. N64. Good N64 doesn't seem that bad. Hey, what up, Moon? Welcome to the stream as well. How you doing? How you doing? Super N64 doesn't seem that bad. Oh, man. Like, brush. Oh, he's just a baller. Ow! Nice. This does not seem to be going well. Wow. The team is trying to stay super safe. I mean, you could demit me. Yeah, I know. I know I streamed earlier. What about it? Yep. I mean, it was Zero Time Dilemma, to be fair. How many people watch that very intense game? Which is fine. I don't know why I tried to hide the woo. Yeah, you could DM me, Shadow, that's fine. Switch on the session. Piranha Plant? Yeah, Piranha Plant is really fun to play. I know there's the whole glitch, or there's you can corrupt your data if you play All-Star Smash with Piranha Plant, so if you're playing Piranha Plant, be on the lookout for that. People are saying that it does happen, so... And yeah, I'm pretty sure the stream's gonna last long, to be fair. Yep. So once again, just be careful with I just recommend with new characters, be careful in general, because you never know what can happen with them. So I just recommend only playing like Smash mode with them, but it is what it is. I think it's because they didn't program Piranha Plant into All-Star Smash, I'd say. But I don't know the full reason there. Really don't. Don't do All-Star Smash. I don't think anyone does. There's no point in this game. Or in Smash Ultimate, rather. There's really no point. So apparently people have been reporting that if you use Piranha Plant, once again, take this with a grain of salt, but I'd recommend be safe rather than sorry. If you play with Piranha Plant, like using Piranha Plant in All-Star mode, though people also say just playing All-Star mode can do this now as well. Apparently you will have like missing textures, and you also have some I was trying to be just an annoying ink brush. And it is January 30th. I don't know why you're bringing that up. This is weird. It's just a brush that's doing the same thing every single time. A little annoying, but... Oh my gosh, really? How was I that close? No. But people have been reporting that there's like missing textures and like other things happening, so... Oh my gosh, I jumped on a splat bomb. Yeah, no, there's Splatoon updates, usually. I mean, Superman 64 doesn't seem that bad. I've watched Proton John's Let's Play. He still needs to finish it, but I mean, I watched it. Alright, that guy. What? Everyone's just like, we're killing Kid. Like, okay. We're getting pushed back. Well, you gotta remember, I'm the guy who also likes bad games as well, so. Jeez, what is happening here? Ooh, interesting. Found a guy. Jeez! I just killed our own buddy. Nice. Okay, there's a chance of coming back here. Nice. Booyahs. Logger's not here? Nope. Logger is asleep. Slow to dog distance. I mean, people have their preferences. Like, as much as VCBY City's a bad game, I like everything except for the the bus level. It's bad. It's bad. I think we might have won, though. Croissants! Croissants are delicious. I haven't had croissants in like a long time. Dang. GG, GG. You then? I'm fine with that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that brush is essentially just trying to get as much and just balling into the person's place, which makes sense to do. Makes a lot of sense. I might have to start playing defensive on Gobi Arena. Not really the best at it. Devian's in. Nice. Salt. I don't know why there's salt. Okay. Timbrayo. It's a great name. It's a great name. Dun, 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 dun. Stress. Yeah, I don't play this game that much. Sant plushie. Plushies are fun. Piranha Pit. Piranha Pit. Piranha. I was gonna say Piranha Plant. Didn't really look that well. Let's go and go over here. Another person over there. That's a splat bomb over there. Splat bomb go over there. Who do we have on our team? Okay. For a second I thought we had the brush guy. No, the brush is not here. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, I'm gonna move over here. Bluff. Bluff on a croissant does not sound that appetizing. There. Booyah bombs. Booyah bombs, you'd feel like they do a lot, but they don't really. Alright, grapes. What the heck? Ooh, that was close. Very close. Very, very close indeed. What? Superman 64 is a pretty good game, I feel like. I feel like the only bad part with Superman 64 is just the controls. Ooh, no, that's bad. I got stuck. I was trying to be a little bit aggressive. Didn't work out too well. The ink armor is super good, though. Getting pushed back. Oh my gosh. Get that person. I don't... Oh, hi. I was just poking fun at the guy that was up there. Keep on going. Going to victory. Well, that guy took a bad jump. Let's keep running over here. Let's keep going, go, go, go. I know what you're doing, so don't really dance. That guy got ran over. Oh man, that guy just barely survived. Superman 64, but Superman, guys! You can't say anything bad about Superman, he's the Man of Steel. Has anyone here actually watched any Superman movies? I've watched Man of Steel when I was younger. Man of Steel, I thought was a great movie. And then people were like, it's a bad movie. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't know, I thought Man of Steel was pretty good. Oh. There we go. That's a lot of kills. Okay. No reason to be. No reason to be salts. Okay, Jigsaw. I'll give it a try if I have it. Is that every single head piece? Nope. I was hopeful. For a split second, I was hopeful. Gotta sprinkle the salt to add the pepper. Gotta look pizzazz. Gotta look snazzy. Oh gosh. Oh, did Shadow get kicked? No, Shadow. Well, that sounds pretty bad. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. But GG's, but tell me if you like it. Okay. I mean, I'm not the best at gear judging, but okay. I can try. Piranha Pit again. Yeah, Discord. Okay, no worries, Shadow. No worries. You're wearing the gold toothpick. Let's see. It's a gold toothpick and a sweater, it looks like. I didn't see the shoes. Nice, I suppose. You get a chance? Oh, okay, gotcha. I can check it in between in between matches. No worries. Though for some reason, I get the feeling I know what you're about to tell me about. Oh, hello. That just happened. That's bad. Amiibo gear? Ah, gotcha. I have some amiibos behind me, but I need to put them on. I need to use them eventually. Oh, nice. Is that a Slosher? Yeah, that's a Slosher Deco. Nice. Couldn't get things right. Are you talking about? For some reason, I'm thinking Alien versus Predator, or Alien rather. Wow, that actually hit me. Team is not doing the best. Okay, wasn't aware that I killed a person. It's okay. Oh my goodness, I'm going over here. Ow! Why? No? Okay, I gotcha. Team, what you doing? What are you doing, team? There's like 2 people there. Oh my... Ow! I was really confused when the music got quiet. Headphones, don't die on me. Alright, so we are going to be losing permanently. Ooh, hello. Oh, really? You're close. There we go. What happened, Travis? Also, hello, Travis. Welcome to the stream. Well, what's happening? I mean, I agree, but also, why? Ow. I thought Superman's a good game. Our team getting slaughtered. Team, what's happening, guys? What's happening, team? Oh, this is a very clear loss. Alright, Graves. You know what? I feel like if I throw this over there, this could be good. Oh my gosh! We're struggling to close for hours. Jeez, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, I can just check it from here. You're good. You're good, Shadow, don't worry. GG. But, yeah, no, the Slosher, like, their team was, like, top-notch, like, really, really good. Good stuff. Hey, what up? Winebutt. Or Winbutt? I don't know how to... I guess say win. Is L-Y-N-N, that's Lynn, with an E. But, so Winbutt. Welcome, Winbutt. How are you doing today? Woo! Welcome, welcome. Oh, Cranky Travis Day? No need to be cranky, Travis. Today is supposed to be a fun day. Smiles. I got you, Jigsaw. I got you. Weird, Shadow. I knew exactly what you were going to message me about. Yeah, I know. I got it. Yeah, don't worry. I'm already aware. It picks a really good piece. Win. My night's going pretty good. It's been a stressful day, but you know, we're playing some Splatoon. Doing some one-weapon wonders here of trying to get one weapon to white flag, and the stream doesn't end until that happens. So this is gonna either be a long stream or a short stream. And yeah, I like to think the only reason I know how to say it is because say your name is because of my major, because I major in English, so I'm used to studying like how words in English are pronounced compared to with like the different letters and all, so I'm very, very accustomed to the different ways to say things. Thank you. Try to do it. Oh no, Shadow, I figured that out immediately. Don't worry. It was, you and another person messaged me about that, and I already knew that way before you guys did. Where's this person? Okay, hi. Yep. Because there's some people who will like try to ask me like why words are pronounced the way that they are, and I try to do my best to explain them. Because I'm somebody who's like really likes trying to do like learning a word a day. That's the only reason why I know that I'm a teetotaler. I know that I really got to get back into finding that website that does the word a day, because I thought it was the coolest thing. Learning words is so much fun, in my opinion. But once again, I'm apparently the oddball because of it, so. Words are interesting, especially learning different languages, like words. It helps being like an English major because at least you understand like why things are the way they are. But then like people usually the go-to thing that people ask me once they know like I'm an English major and my main study is word origin. Or not really word origin, but like word structuring. The structure of words. Goodness, kid. Why are there 3 Splat bullies on the other team? That seems a little excessive now, isn't it? Ow. Some Mexican words. Hey, that's fine. But there's like pterodactyl is usually the first word people go to, because it's like, okay, why is pterodactyl the way that it's pronounced when there's a P in front of the T? Like, why is the P silent? Like, that's like the usual like first question people have for me, right? It's the age-old question of why is a pterodactyl not a pterodactyl? Why is it pterodactyl? And it's because like I believe it's supposed to be similar to everyone study animation, art, or game design. Yeah, I know I'm an odd person out. I know people. That sucks. But I know people. People who usually do YouTube stuff, like do like film and all that sort of stuff, and I'm just like, I like words. I like writing. I can't do graphics at all, but nice. Gotta go. No worries, Shadow. But thank you for coming to the stream, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Take it easy. Take it easy. Yeah, I feel like a lot of YouTubers are just like, yeah, I'm doing animation, I'm doing game design, editing, all this sort of stuff, and I'm like, I write things. About his grabbing her getting attention. That's cool. That's cool. Nice. My headphones are dying again. Oop, I need to double check. Something. Nope. Cool. So when it comes to... Gosh. Because I think... Because there's like the dinosaurs. Pterodactyl... I don't remember its root word. It might be dactyl. Animation, sewing. Sewing seems like such a useful skill to have. My dad knows how to sew, which is weird because you think that it's like, oh, your mother knows how to sew. It's like, nope, my dad. He's really good at it, so that's pretty cool. Okay, listen. Now, Travis. I believe that root of origin is German, which is a language I studied for 3 months. So, because you could do that. Yeah, you can't really do that with English. German's so interesting to learn, especially when you're like an English major. But the problem is, I'm so used to speaking English so properly, like when I have to switch to a different language, a little bit difficult. Cold as hot dog. It's kind of more so around how the English language was first conceptualized, I guess is what you can say. Because like, put it for like your name, like, Win. For like the first part of your name, rather, Win. It's because... Some of the words are more like, you know, it's because it is. Like, you can't question it. Which really is weird. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's the weirdest thing when you have to describe to somebody how a word is, and you're just like, It's this word because it is. I don't have any other explanation for you. But with, like... Win is one of those words because it's like a rule of with two E's, or two of the same letter followed by, or yeah, I think it's two of the same letter preceded, or followed after by a vowel. I believe that's the rule. Gosh, it's been a while since I've taken my English classes. Company for supporting state employees with the main control office for electricity, construction, buildings for the new steamboat shipping. Nice. Yeah. But I want to say that is the rule because you have Lin with like just it's Lin with just two N's and no E after, but it sounds the same. And I think that's primarily because of just having that just like two consonants followed by a vowel. I believe is the way. Let's do that. Ooh, that's bad. I know with pterodactyl, it's the whole thing where like P and T like can't go together. There's also the question of like why with like to be honest with W and H, like how Palm and Lin are saying, like the word what, like why can't it just be W-A-T? And it's the W, I believe it's the W-H, which makes the A turn to a U sound. And why it can't be like what's W-H-U-T. Nice, nice. Gosh, I gotta get back into like, I gotta get back into studying English again. It's been a while since I've been to college. Yeah, I don't think the toothpick's really a reason. More splats. Oh, what else? What kind of shoes we got? Any other shoes need to be maxed? There's gotta be a shoe that I have that needs to be maxed. Go. And today I'm learning about English outside of school. True. English is an interesting language in my opinion. Like very, very interesting. College? Because I went to school, when I went to college, I unfortunately have not got my degree yet. I really want to, but money. I went for English, then I was kind of force switched to business, and then management, and then back to English. It's interesting learning about businesses, because with business, business is interesting, because when you... What's up, Travis? Stories? I mean, I have a plethora of stories. We can find a story. I probably have an English story I can think of at one point. But business is interesting because... You still hear the elevator? That's not good. Wow, I don't know what just happened there. On native speakers, it is. English is actually, like, when people say that English is the toughest language to learn, I would 100% agree, because there's a lot of rules in English that other languages don't have to abide by, and that's what makes it so difficult to learn. Because a non-native English speaker will probably say, hey, like, okay, the word, like, what. For a while, they will probably say what. They would probably say what. Because they will put emphasis on every... Because in, like, in German, right? You have to say every single letter. If I've learned anything from German, you have to say every single letter, as it sounds. Spanish kind of does that as well. But when it comes to English, the H is kind of silent and the A turns to a U. So it's like, you know, you want to say what, but in actuality, you're stuck. They'll say what for a while. And there's not much you can do about it until they properly learn that what is actually... What is not what is what. I believe it is complex. Yeah, it is very complex. Here's another word. Like is another word, for instance, because there's L-I-K-E. But when you say like, usually it's L-I-K, and then the E at the end is usually silent. But to non-native speakers, sometimes they'll... And this is not always the case, once again. This is not A lot of languages, some languages, something to think of. That's true, but I'm just saying, like, there's some cases where some non-native English speakers will be like, instead of like, they'll be likey, because the E, they're not used to the E being silent. Sometimes they'll say words like, they'll say more complex words like pterodactyl, they'll say pterodactyl, and notice that even at the end they're saying till at the end. Rather than toll, it's till. So, same problem with no resource to correct you here. That's true. That's why when you also see people with, like, who they speak with an accent. Like, their accent also draws out the words as well and makes it, and changes it, right? Like, if you're speaking, if you have, like, an Irish accent, I can't do any accents, unfortunately, but if you had, like, an Irish accent or Australian accent, sometimes the words sound a little bit different, but of course they still know how to speak English. If they have, like, a Spanish accent, Japanese, Chinese accent, Asian accent, they're going to, like, they're going to say words differently. And it's not necessarily wrong, it just, to the native English speaker's ear, is going to sound a little off. That's why if you've ever had, like, a conversation with somebody who's, like, trying to learn English, but they have, like, a very strong accent, that's why you might find yourself getting frustrated trying to, like, communicate with them, because they're going to be saying words that you know the words, right? But they can't say the proper sentence structure. They can't say the proper, like, pronunciations of words, so people can get irritated. I'm not gonna lie, I am sometimes one of those people, especially since one of my job currently is as a customer service rep, taking calls over the phone. You get to talk to a lot of people, and you have people who, like, they'll tell you, like, oh yeah, my family from China was here, but you hear their accent and, like, throughout the entire call, and you're trying to, like, figure out exactly what they're saying. Are they saying this? Are they saying that? What is the sentence they are trying to say? Yes, Vlogger is asleep, I believe. And it's very difficult trying to understand them. But play now, have fun. Good night, Ravers, and thank you for coming to the stream. Have a wonderful rest of your nights. Take it easy. Take it easy. With thick Spanish accent. Yeah, no, sometimes they do, like, they have those accents. Sometimes it's very, very hard to understand. That's why, like, one of my biggest pet peeves is people who, you know, English is not their native language. They're still learning it, but they're going to try to, like, on a phone call, try to, like, go over it. Like, I've had somebody, here's a bit of a story. For one of my calls at work, there's somebody who said, this is, English is not my native language. They said, I want to just try and see if I can hold sentence in conversation with you while making my claim. Because I handle insurance claims. And I was just like, you know what? Devian, we don't do private battles, so unfortunately not. This is only going to be trying to white flag the Luna Blaster, which may not even happen, but we'll see. But when it comes to, but like when they tell you right off the bat that they're going to use this time to practice their English to enhance their English speaking capabilities, I'm perfectly fine with that. If they are just, like, they're using this time, like, hey, I just got into an auto accident, I'm going to take this time to speak English and try to learn more of your language, just please allow me the time. It might be a little frustrating trying to hear them and, like, understand them and having them repeat, but at the end of the day, they are still learning, they're still trying, and I admire them for that. What I don't enjoy is when there's somebody who they're on a call, the first thing they say is, they start speaking, and you hear them turn to the person in this, like, to the next of them and ask, like, the same question in a different language. I've had a Spanish caller, yeah, it was Spanish, where the person calling in they had a very thick Spanish accent, but, like, I thought their English was, like, okay for the most part. It wasn't the best. They were still, like, kind of getting used to it, as it were, but They were still trying to get better. You knew that they were putting in an effort. The problem was, I guess they never understood. Excuse me. They didn't understand any question I was saying. Because I would ask them simply, like, you know, what happened in the accident, or like, was anyone injured? Can you tell me where this happened at? And they didn't know what the question was that was being asked. Ow. They wouldn't know the question. And what would end up happening is I would try repeating the question, but I would hear in the background the people, like, they would be with people who they would ask the question in Spanish, and then somebody would recite it in Spanish, and then I'd hear them talking in English right afterwards, right? So it's not like the fact of, you know, not the fact that they're trying to have somebody, like, local translate. I'm fine with that. But the fact of somebody English-speaking that's more likely in their family, talking to them, and, like, telling them things, and I can hear them speaking English in the background, presumably maybe to a family friend or something. That's the most frustrating thing, because it's like, why don't you just have your family member talk to me if you don't want to, if, like, you can't speak, like, if you're having trouble, like, understanding what I'm saying, or if you're having trouble, like, communicating with me, like, we could ask for a translator, that's okay. If you want to speak your native language, go right ahead. But if you don't want to speak it, like, then maybe, like, either tell me that you're trying to learn it, and I will, like, speak in more, like, less professional terms, but speak more clearly, or just get somebody who does know the language on the phone, if need be. I'm not, and, like, people are, stuck through the Bella. That happens. Some people will, and some people, like, they honestly do, wow, they honestly do try. I love the effort that they put in to learn the language. But I'd like to know ahead of time if they want to learn it, or if they're just, like, just going with it because an English-speaking person just picked up the phone, I'm gonna speak English to them. Like, that's my whole gist there, as it were. I did have one person, though, on a call once where they were getting so frustrated they could not figure out any of the words I was saying. Like, they had no idea what I was saying, even though I was asking simple questions like, what sort of, like, where is the damage? What happened? Is everyone okay? They had no idea what I was saying, and it got to the point where, like, all of a sudden you hear a different voice on the phone, and you're just like, what happened? Like, who is... And they're just like, oh, well, my mother or my father just handed me the phone. Like, they just threw the phone at me. And somebody who just, like, is just fluent in both languages and is just, like, talking at the same time to both people. Yeah, exactly. Especially because, like, you want to help them. Like, it's really bad when somebody gives you a call on the phone and is like, my entire house is flooded out from, like, a hurricane or something, but you can't understand them. So when you're trying to figure out, like, what is damage? Like, is it the walls? Is it everything? Is it this? Is it that? Like, you're just like, hey, are you, like, is the walls damaged? Is the floor? Is everything underwater? Do we need to get somebody out there to clean up the water? And they have no idea. Like, you feel bad, right, when you're on the call? Because you're just like, I feel bad that your entire house could be underwater, but I don't know because you don't know what I'm saying, and you're just telling me, maybe, yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be very close. Travis, that's a little morbid. I'm so glad fatality calls are not really like that. I do get fatality calls every now and again. They are, not the best to deal with. They are fatalities. Funny enough, well, not even funny, why did I say that? I guess, like, well, I take back my statement. There's no fun. There was a, call. It's actually weird, because the call also was about a place that was, like, semi-close to somewhere I used to live. So I don't know if I knew the person or not. Okay, then. I did actually take a fatality call, like, yesterday. Actually, I had to call my little brother. Or I texted my little brother, just like, he had no idea what was going on. It was kind of, it was, the amusing part was he had no idea what was going on. But, yeah, no, there's, it's weird. Like, just, I'll talk about, like, my line of work for a little bit. Why not? So, because I work in, like, the insurance business, right? So, if people are... Ow. Is in this one? But if you have fatality cards, they aren't okay. I mean, that it depends on who's calling, Travis, actually. That's the really screwed up part. Is it depends on who's calling. Put it this way, most of the fatality calls I've ever gotten, and of course I can't get into too much specifics. I can't get into too many specifics, but most of the fatality calls are usually a business owner or an agent of a business owner who one of their truck drivers, like in one of those like big 18-wheelers, got into an accident with somebody. Usually it's head-on, and they have to call on behalf of everybody who's involved. The problem is the agent who's calling in has no idea what happened. Like, they have no idea if, like, how many vehicles were involved. They have no idea, like, if anybody else was injured. They were just told that one person died. And they're just like, here's the information. It happened today. This person's dead. I don't know what else is going on. And you're just like, okay, sure. I guess that's the thing that's happening. Oh, did we lose somebody? Did we lose Debbie? No, I'm here. Okay. So bad right now? Yeah, I know. I'm using a very aggressive weapon, Travis, so I have to be like super aggressive, but we're playing against a lot of range stuff for that stuff. Really? Oh, I thought you disconnected at the end there. That's why I was a little confused. But no, I'm sticking with this weapon. I'm gonna stick with it. No, the one I got yesterday... Can we switch lobbies? I mean... We could. We could do it after this one if you'd want. Like, this lobby seems fine. Got some, like, dualies, but, yeah. You can switch. Yeah, the one yesterday, because I ended up texting my brother, and, like, I was just telling him, hey, you know, can you hug my old dogs for me? You know, I feel like they need hugs. No one knew, like, he had no idea why, but he's like, oh yeah, sure, and I'll tell them I love, like, you love them and everything. When I got to see my dogs today, one of them was really confused who I was, and then finally realized, and then kind of avoided me. He was the one who bit me in, like, 3 different places, both my ears and my mouth. But then we also have my other, like, deaf dog, who's also slightly blind, who, she recognized me after I sat in front of her face. I was like, I am standing right in front of you, and she's like, oh my gosh, it's kids, oh my gosh, and then started like just snuggling with me, so it was cool. But no, this claim, it was, once again, I can't get into specifics. I'm like, I cannot get into like too many specifics, but it was a fatality of some kind. I used to, in my parents' place. I have a deaf and partially blind dog, yeah. So the entire... Oh gosh. In that case, what I can say is it was a fatality claim of a non-human kind, of the person affected calling in. That's pretty much all I can say. And it's tough listening to people like who have those sort of stuff. But there's just like not much to do. People in the accident. It wasn't even an accident, it was a property claim too. It was the worst part. it was the worst part is you have to like with those calls, I don't want to be on this topic too much longer, because this is like a really like not a pleasant subject, to be fair. But most people, they have like, oh, my nose is itching. They have to like laugh to get through it. It's the worst thing when you hear somebody who like they have to force themselves to laugh because that's how they like have to gripe over it. It's pretty insane sometimes. Okay. Ow. Oh, my nose is itching. Other times you get like really funny claims, though. Just going for the complete dogs. Dogs are nice. I wish that I was not allergic to dogs, but to be honest, recently I am completely fine learning that I've been allergic to cats. Or, well, I know I'm allergic to cats, but I am completely fine being allergic to cats because I'm not a cat person. I know there's people who are like, I'm a cat person, I'm a dog person. For those people who like cats, why? Like, is there... Okay, maybe a cute, quiet kitten I can understand. I know my name is Kit, but it's not even for a cat-related reason. Maybe more so the candy bar. Like... I don't know. I can't really get behind cats. I really can't. Still have dogs, but barking is an issue. See, I have the two dogs that I lived with. Let me switch. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the two dogs that I lived with, they both like didn't bark that much. The deaf and blind dog really didn't bark at all. I think she's only barked once in her entire life. And then the bigger one, who's younger, barks anytime somebody's like close by and like messing with them. Like he'll just like, you'll be like, he'll be like, yeah. Well, cats meow. When you prefer cats over dogs. That's true, Travis. That's true. I can't deny that logic. But to put in perspective, my cat, well, not my cat, but my roommate's cat, who, there we go, that's enough time, who, of course, I live with, and is kind of right outside the door here, doesn't stop meowing. Like, ever. I've heard of that game, Jigsaw. I've heard of that game. But yeah, to put it into perspective, I had a... Like, the cat that I live with did not stop meowing for, I would say, 9 hours. 8-9 hours. Got 30 minutes of sleep. And I'm a light sleeper, by the way, so it doesn't help. Really did not like the cat after that. It was... Yeah, barking could be overwhelming, but at the same time, 8 or 9 hours of constant meowing. Yeah. No, if there's like sometimes like you're standing by a cat like in the morning and there's like a slight meow, you know what? I'll be okay with that. I'll be okay with that. But you know, it's midnight. You just finished a stream. You had a lot of fun. It was great. You know, you start editing, you hear meowing outside of your door, and you're like, yeah, you know, the cat's just wanting something. It's okay. We'll figure this out later. And then you finish your editing, and you realize it's still meowing, and you're a little concerned. But I mean, you know, you don't think too much of it. Then the rendering happens, and you're just like, you know, you're just kind of relaxing. And all of a sudden they're still meowing, and you're like, okay, it's been 4 hours now. What is going on here? And then you sit down in your bed. Once again, my bed's down here because I don't have a bed frame. But you lay down in your bed, you get yourself tucked in, you got your blanket, you got your stuffed sloth. For those who are new here, I like cute things, and sloth, they're not, well, I mean, sloths are cute too. But I also like, you know, plushies and such. Like, I'm very much, if you know Utano Prince Sama, I'm pretty much Natsuki. But not Satsuki, if that makes sense. But you get your stuffed sloth, you get your stuffed mammoth. You get destroyed by a suction bomb and then respawn with the mammoth and sloth. And, you know, you just lay down, and then all of a sudden you hear it. And then, you know, 3 hours later, it's now, you know, 6 in the morning. And it'll just keep going. And then finally, you know, you get that 30 minutes of sleep. You feel pretty good about it for a moment. You hear the silence for a bit. You feel like everything's well and taken care of. And you're just like, oh, are you kidding me? Why? And then, yeah. So it's pushing. I know people are just like, you know, you need to grow up with plushies and such, but I mean, 2 or 3 of the plushies have been like consistently on streams because people like it. Fall asleep before the cat's act up again. There's no point. There's no point. It happens. It's a thing that happens. Getting demolished. Got demolished again. That's okay. Yeah, pretty much with this weapon, I'm expecting to get demolished constantly. Like, I've been expecting that. I've been expecting that all night. So, simply a bunch of plushies. I mean, stuffed mammoth. Hmm? That's your trunk. I mean, you can have a cat. I'm just not a cat person. What was I gonna say? Mammoth. Yeah, one of my friends, my best friend, got it for me for Christmas. Yeah, my parents, like, and my brothers sometimes judge me for having, like, a bunch. Listen, I like cute stuff. I don't know what else to say to that. What all do I have? There's Bear Chan in the corner. Comfort Shark's over there. We got the mammoth. I don't have a name for the mammoth. Lawrence the sloth. He has like the extendo arms and yeah. Anyway, big sloth. Yep, near cat, but I'm not allergic. Yeah, it's never fun to be like super itchy against around a cat. There is parrot. Where's the parrot? There's Rupert. It's Rupert the parrot. Sends you a plushie from our store. I mean, I would probably keep it up here somewhere. Where's the parrot? You got Yarn Yoshi back there. Yarn Yoshi's back there. The amiibo. Parrot go. Oh, we got Hime. We got Hime from 100% Orange Juice behind me. She's not so much like a cuddly plushie, but she's still a plushie. So that's cool. What else do we got here too? And then there's of course the 3 rejects in the the 3 rejects in the closet. I haven't. You know what? Why don't we talk about the reject story? Why don't we do story time with Kit? We're going to talk about the rejects. So, for those who, I've mentioned the rejects in passing. Have a opinion, Bryce? I'm terrible with names, to be fair. Okay, so there are 3 teddy bears that are currently reside in my closet that are called rejects. And these are gifts that are like, they were meant for somebody, usually by somebody like I wanted to date maybe, which I've always been single, so you know, that's fun. Loner for life. But anywho, like there'd be, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, but I've been on a few dates. And it's not like the dates went bad or anything. I thought they went rather well, to be fair. Usually something else was what screwed up, like, the potential for a relationship. To be honest, gaming's kind of one of them. which sucks, but whatever. But there's 3 teddy bears, all from the, funny enough, all from the same arcade. So maybe that arcade's cursed, I don't know. There was one where it was, okay, yeah, looking at that. So the first one was somebody who would ultimately date my best male friend at the time, where she's never been to an arcade before. She was like trying to like learn how to play the arcade games, and me being a arcade manager at an arcade at a time, a different one, or like junior arcade manager. It was arcade manager. Yeah. Like because of that, I ended up having to, like, I was able to like show her how to play some of the games. We got like a bunch of tickets, so we like got like, I want to say about 20,000 tickets in like the 2 hours that we were there, which is a lot for an arcade, by the way. If you've never been to an arcade, 20,000 tickets in an hour, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I said 20,000 tickets in an hour, right? I didn't say 200,000. It's 20,000. 20,000. Anyway, so I would like, you know, talk to the person. And, you know, we'd be like, hey, what do you want to get? And she'd be like, oh, you know, let's get some candy, let's get some of this and such. And they have, you know, like a, gosh, getting slaughtered again. But, you know, they had like a whole bunch of stuff, and I see a teddy bear, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like 7,500 tickets. We have enough. Let's give, here you go. So I give her the bear, and she's just like, looks at me, looks at the bear, looks at me again, just like, I mean, you can have it, you like cute stuff. And she just gives it right back to me, and I'm like, you don't want it, should we save up for the bigger one? She's like, no, get the teddy bear, I think it would look good with you, you like the cute stuff. You have one, Travis? Travis. But yeah, she gave it like right back to me, and I looked down, I'm like in my head, I'm like, wow, got rejected. But then I was like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. The second one was with my other best friend. My other best friend? Let me try that again. My best friend at the time, former best friend, who the Katathi namesake is even after, who used the crap out of me and is a terrible person. But at the time, she was pretty chill. We went there. It was her first time there as well. And I had, like, I think at that time, like, I accumulated a lot of tickets. So I had about over 100,000. I was, like, rolling in the tickets. Like, I had so many tickets. Like, it was a ridiculous amount. And 100,000 tickets would get you, it would usually get you like the biggest prize. Why do I feel like that's way too high? Subtract a 0 off of everything. I think we got 2,000 tickets. The bear cost 750. Because I want to say Bear-chan was only... No, Bear-chan was 12,500. So that was... So yeah, subtract a 0 off of everything. What am I saying? Open things like it. I would just say you'd open them and then put them somewhere, Devian. I don't know really what to say to that. Yeah, subtract a 0 off of everything. I'm sorry. My brain is a little fried there. It was like 20,000 tickets. That seems like a lot. I think that was my cumulative total. But anyway, so 10,000 tickets. We had a lot. But there's Bear-chan, but there was a lot of like giant. There was a giant Mario. There was a giant Pikachu, and I was like, you know what? I know this girl likes plushies. Like she has like 3 penguin plushies. We'll get to a different story about plushies with her in a moment. But I was like, oh, we should get a big one. And she looks at me and she's just like, you know, we should get some of the shot glasses. And I'm like, I'm sorry, shot glasses? This is coming from the guy, and this is the guy myself who doesn't drink. I don't drink at all. I forgot she did at the time. I was like, shot glasses? Okay. So we had enough for shot glasses, and I'm just like, okay. Well, with the shot glasses, she obviously does not want the giant stuff. So what else do we have? Let's see. So we're like looking around, you know, and then I see the bears again, and I'm like, oh, I got, so we'll just call her girl number 1. I was like, we got girl number 1. She didn't really like it, but I know this girl, she really, really likes her plushies. Shoot. I was like, I know she likes her plushies. Maybe this would work out. Maybe everything will be fine. Maybe everything will work out fine. So I grab one of them, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get one of the bears. And she's like, oh, are you going to get that for your little brother? Immediately, I'm just like, is this a terrible idea? Is this about to be a bad idea? I'm like, no, you got to have the courage. You have to have the courage. You can't just be like, no, I'm not going to get the bear because she just asked if it was my little brother. So I turn to her, and I'm like, no, I thought maybe you would like this, you know. Would you like a bear? And she's just like, that's really sweet, maybe. So, like, we look around for a little bit, and she still hasn't given me, like, a clear answer. She wants it. So I get one, and she didn't think that I got one, but I gave it. When I look back, that sounds awkward, though. Yeah. Well, like, I grab the... I grab the bear. I check it out, and, like, I'm holding it behind my back, and I'm just like, here, you... And I show it to her, I'm like, here... Would you, like, I know you like plushies, I know you got some penguins, I know this isn't a penguin, but since I don't have any, why not just a stuffed teddy bear? Maybe, you know, maybe it's something cute. And she's like, oh, that's sweet. So she's, like, hugging it and everything, and she's showing it, like, a lot of affection. I'm like, okay, it's a gift that's done well, cool, fantastic. We get to her house, like I'm dropping her off, I get to her house, and I notice that she leaves with the teddy bear. I don't say anything at first, I'm trying to see if she notices, and then like, as she walks away, I'm like looking around like, where did this teddy bear even go? What happened to this bear? She leaves it in the backseat of my car. So I'm just like, you better not be another reject. You better not be another reject. So I text her, which probably was a bad choice. I probably should have called her. But I text her, and I'm just like, hey, you forgot your teddy bear. She's just like, oh, you can bring it to me to work the next day. So I grab my backpack the next day, put it in my backpack, I take it to work. I don't take it out yet. I'm like, hey, I have it. When do you want it? She's like, I don't think I have enough room for it. Maybe you should keep it until I make room. I got rejected. It got rejected. I was like, really? Okay. So then the third girl. We'll get back to girl number 2's the Katathi namesake's other plushie story. That one's a lot worse. But the third one, completely by accident. I gave up at that point. Giving girls gifts of plushies and such. And we went to the same arcade. It was me, completely different girl. To be honest, I'm actually really glad I didn't get with this girl because she got like pregnant, I think like 3 or 4 times. She's like, she has way too many kids right now. Okay, but anyway, we were just messing around with stuff. I'm just like, oh, you know, I'm gonna save my tickets and everything. And we walk up in front of this like, it's the one game where you have like a spinner, right? It spins around in circles, and below it is like a little like claw gate. Man, with that many kids, that's what I ask myself whenever like I talk to her. I'm just like, how are you managing it, girl? Anyway, so it's like one of the things where it's like it claws, and then if you get the dial, it like slowly comes out, and then if you get the top, it goes and it drops the prize down. And there was a little flash teddy bear just sitting there, and I'm looking at this flash teddy bear, right? And I'm like, you know what? I think I can get this. I think it's not going to be hard to get this at all. And I didn't pay attention to the to what the game was looking like at the time. I didn't see how far down the crane is. But after I won, just plot twist, I won. After I won the thing, I looked down and I realized that it was very, very like close to like if I got the top part, so that actually made me win. But even if I didn't get that, like, I could have probably like if I got even the one crank, it would have fallen in. It was so close. So we look, she's like, oh my gosh, you won, congratulations. I'm like, hey, thank you. And I'm looking at her, right? I'm just like, do you want a bear? Like, do you like teddy bears at all? And she looks, she's like, well, I love teddy bears, but I hate the Flash. So no. Rejected. Not because it wasn't a teddy bear, but because it was wearing a Flash t-shirt. That is how one sad teddy bear, the smallest one, is just curled up in a bunch of hats in my closet. That one wasn't even rejected because it was a bear. It was rejected because it had the Flash shirt. Probably could have taken the Flash shirt off, if anything. And then as far as the other plushie story goes with girl number 2, for Christmas, like I was under the assumption at the time, because after we were talking, a few of our friends were talking, like they were all just like, oh my gosh, you two are like super close, like you guys should date, it should be really cute, all this sort of stuff. We getting rejected, the bear failed there. Listen, he joined the reject party, okay? He's reject number 3. Rejected because of crappy fashion taste, yep. Anyway, so back to girl number 2 though. So it was at a point, it was Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve, that's right. It was Christmas, no, it was the Tuesday after Christmas. The Tuesday after Christmas, we were holding an event at our arcade, and we're getting just crushed today. Luna Blaster really sucks, but I mean, we're not gonna get to White Flag. I think I'm just content with telling stories today. By coincidence, though you should probably not get any future girlfriends and plushies before you're together. Possibly. The name of it are the 3 regrets. Exactly. You got the 3 little bears from or 3 little pigs. You got the 3 little bears. The rejects. Making us lose? Probably. I'm having fun. I'm talking about stories. I don't really mind. But anyway, so it's the Tuesday after Christmas. We have an event. It's me, my best friend, who I thought like she admitted to me once that she had like a lot of feelings for me, that things were going good. I was super close to like asking her, show us them. Yeah, I can grab them in a moment. I'll do it in between games after the story. But I ended up like we went. A little preface here. We went to some stores before, as like Christmas was approaching, right? You know, you do your Christmas shopping. You go to a bunch of stores. If you ever hang out with, people hang out with girls, they know that girls will usually go to like 20 different shops to find all the things that they want, which is actually fun for me. I like seeing the different stores because I never really go out. But if you go out with like just guys, you'll go to like 2 stores and then that's pretty much it. Usually one of them is GameStop or EB Games, depending on where you're from, or whatever the international equivalent is. Anywho, well, we go to one store, and in the back is a giant penguin. After talking to the store people, the employees, we find out that the penguin that she really, really wants is $100. Now, I'm looking at this penguin. I'm like, looking at this penguin, and I'm just like, this is it. This is her Christmas gift. I can use my tip money because it was around the time I think I got like $200, $300 in tips for party hosting. So I was like, I have enough money. I'm going to buy it, but I cannot buy it when she's here because she'll know. I need it to be the best surprise present of them all. I'm talking to her and everything and like trying to like distract her, but it's not working. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, I have to come back on my day off. Then we'll talk to her, or we'll talk to the employees, and they're just like, well, you got to be careful, because if you're getting this, it's the last one left. We do need to let you know. I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Listen, if it's anything like my reject stories, you know exactly what's about to happen. This way. Ah, okay. Anyway, so we are, you know, next day, I come in, there's the giant penguin, I still see it. I'm like, Giant penguin in sight. We're gonna buy it. I buy the giant penguin. Everyone's telling me it's the cutest gift ever. You are like, whoever you give this for is gonna love you. I got it in the back of my car, and I was like, this is gonna be perfect. However, we can't see each other until after Christmas, so I'm just like, okay, well, if it's after Christmas, then I'm gonna hold on to it. We go, we hang out, we host the event. Event's a success. Everyone's on good spirits, and the friend who the first reject was for, she texts me and she's like, hey, are you doing anything today? And I'm just like, no, what's up? And she's just like, well, have you talked to someone grown up too? And she's just like, I'm like, no, I haven't actually. Like, we're doing the event, yeah, so I'm talking to her there, but I haven't talked to her about anything else. It's like, are you planning on giving her the presents today? And I'm just like, yeah. Why? And she's just like, oh, well, she wanted to talk to you about stuff today too. Maybe you can talk to her as, like, you give her the presents. And I'm like, oh, is it something good? She's like, I don't know. She said she wanted to talk to you. She seemed pretty, like, content about it. I was like, okay, so something good. Cool. She ends up leaving early from the event, so I have to, like, I text her, and I'm just like, hey, can we meet up somewhere? I have something, I want to give you a Christmas present. Which, the penguin at this point is just stuffed into the trunk of my car, so it's been sleeping in the trunk for quite some time. And she's like, oh, that's convenient. I need to talk to you about something, to get something off my chest. And I'm just like, this is it. This is the moment. The stars are aligning. Like, we've hugged, we've snuggled, we've cuddled. Things are great. Like, she's really close with me. Cool. This could be the day. Drive to a parking... A little sketchy, though, because she's like, can we just drive to a parking lot of the school that's nearby? And I'm like... sketchy. But why not? Whatever. I'm dumb. Let's go. Meet her there. And... just like, hey, how was the rest of the event? I was like, good. How are you doing today? And she's just like, oh, yeah, no, I'm doing... yeah, it was a bad time, but I'm dumb, so, you know, whatever. I'm just like, okay, well, I'd like to give you your Christmas present. She's like, oh, cool. Can I talk to you something first before you give me that? It might throw off the mood, but I just want to talk to you about something. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, what? And she's just like, well, I know that we've been getting, like, really close, and, like, you know, kind of we've been having, like, good times. Like, it's been a lot of fun. I'm like, yeah. Something, like, you want to say specifically? And she's like, well, I'm not really into you. Like, you're a really cool guy. You're extremely nice. You're probably the nicest person I've ever met. But, I'm, like, not into you. And I'm just like... literally, you just, like, you could probably hear my heart snap into two. Like... but as somebody who's, like, kind of used to it, like, I felt like I shouldn't have been, like, oh my gosh. Like, I felt like it shouldn't have caused that, but, I mean, it did. So my heart snaps into two, and I'm just like, you got nice guy. Yeah, I know, it happens all the time. It's probably, Travis, the person that you, like, I know I talked to you about. I'm probably getting nice guy by them, too, to be fair. Or just flat out ignored. It's scary right now. It's terrifying. That's a different situation entirely. But I'm just like... oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. But that's fine. I'm still gonna give her the gift. You know, I don't care if it's a reject. It's a freaking $100 penguin. Like, I use my tips on it. The tips aren't going to anything else. I could have bought any games with it. There's no games I wanted at the time. Let's just see how this goes. And she's just like, well, I hope that, you know, we can still be friends. You're still my best friend. Everything's good. By the way, this girl turned out to be terrible in the future, but that might be a story for a different day. So, as we're talking still, I'm like, you know, I still want to give you your presents. She's like, okay, like, where is it? I'm like, well, you want to take a guess on what it is? Are you the only streamer that's streaming at this time? Well, hello, Sarah. I really am? Sounds about right. This is super late. But welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. We're just talking about rejects before being rejected. for Valentine's Day? I don't know. This is a weird conversation to jump into, Sarah. But I hope you're having a wonderful night. Gosh, there's a lot of Japanese Splatoon 2 streams probably going on right now, huh? Oh, Japanese people. Yeah. I mean, listen, we're just having fun and such. Ooh, that's good. But what happened, so to continue the story, God, wow, we were winning and now we're losing. Nicely done. So she's just like, oh, you know, yeah, you can give me your present. What is it? I'm just like, well, can you take a guess on one thing that you really wanted? And she's like, a giant no. No. There's never a bad time for Splatoon. I mean, that's true. That's true. But the girl I'm with, she's just like, no, you didn't. And then I just open up the trunk, and there's just the giant penguin just sitting there, just like chilling, like, yo, what up? I'm just a giant penguin sitting in the trunk. $100 giant penguin just chilling there. She looks away and she's like crying tears of joy. Here's the catch. She then turns to me and she's like, it's amazing, but I don't want it. And I'm like, you are so... Don't forget Sheldon Picks. Oh yeah, Sheldon Picks are coming out soon. True. We'll get to Sheldon Picks later. Also, feel free to join if you'd like, Sarah. And win. But she's just like crying tears of joy, and I'm hugging her, and I'm just like, okay, at least the present's a success. I don't want it. I'm sorry. It's yours. Like, you spent a lot of money on it. It's like, it's adorable. I love it, but it just doesn't feel right, especially after what I told you. I'm like, okay, well, if you didn't tell me, would you still want it? She's like, not really. Actually, yes, but no. And I'm like, girl. Well, I'd probably get in trouble if you joined. Okay. No worries. No worries. Better than everyone. Nice. But yeah, literally, she's just like, I mean, I might have wanted it. I might have not. Who knows? I'm just like, okay, whatever. So, this penguin, right? For the next 2 years, this penguin travels with me like wherever I go. I had a vacation in Utah, took a road trip there. It was my passenger. It was my partner in crime there. Went to California. It was my passenger there. I went to Florida. It was pretty much most of my luggage, which I asked if it could be a passenger. It couldn't. Jump with the friend request. Sweet. Hairstyles. Oh, I'd love new hairstyles in this game. However, after things really hit the fan with some other things that happened, I decided that I can't hold on to the penguin. I was like, you know what, I can't hold on to this penguin. It doesn't feel right. It's not mine. This was meant for somebody else. I'm going to give it to her best friend to give to her. And this was after after the 2 years. That was the time where that crazy penguin guy. Well, no, like the people who like thought that we were perfect together, they felt sorry for me. They felt so bad, and I was just like, it's okay, it's okay. The people who knew that I was about to get stood up or like just get let down, they were just like, he deserved it. And I'm just like, he deserves it. But anywho, I gave it to her best friend to drop off to her, and she still has it to this day. So she did end up getting the penguin. It's not a full reject, but it was not accepted for the reasons that I wanted. So, no worries, no worries. We're getting crushed, and that is okay. Oh, it is bad. Well then, I guess that works. But yeah, I'll show the rejects in a moment. He's dead. When did the weapons come out? I don't exactly know. Well, it was rejected for the reason it was intended. So I guess you can say it was indeed rejected, but it also wasn't. Oh, it's bad. Ow. owned. Got owned. But yeah, let me grab the... I'll grab the rejects. I'm gonna get into the lobby and... Yeah. We lost, but that's okay. Probably do like 6 or 7 more matches. How am I gonna get them out without moving everything? No, it was close. It was close. Let me get the rejects real quick. My hair is so floofy. See, here's the thing. I've been doing good. Finally win. Nice. Let me get into the game and I'll go grab it. Whoops. All right, well, everything fell over. Every single thing. Oops. Everything that was wearing the can never sleep at 6 a.m. So yeah. Hey, no worries, Sarah. And for those who are new here, I'm a variety streamer here on YouTube, smaller content creator, of course, but I do play a whole bunch of different games. Splatoon is one of the multiplayer ones I do, but I play a whole lot of like single player ones as well. So, this is the first bear. I'm gonna cover that so it's not like advertisement, but this is the first bear that got rejected. And then after this game, I'll show the other 2. Then I'm gonna have to reorganize that what's up there, because everything just fell down, including my collector's hat. All 3 of them actually. All 3 collector's hats. Down for the count. Alright, okay. I'm also a really big storyteller. I like telling stories. I major in English, and I like to write. I like to tell stories. It makes people happy, it makes people smile, and also makes people laugh. Because I've had a lot of stories associated with my life. So... yeah. There's times, though, where like I got to prove to people at that same arcade where I got those the teddy bears from, the rejects, I did get to like prove my skills. Jigsaw, you're not boring. You're not boring at all. Oops. I want to talk though. See, I'm somebody who like doesn't like. I normally don't talk, which is weird because you know. Oh, he's dead. Like in chats, I don't ever talk at all. But if I'm ever like, if I'm of course streaming, you know, you have to talk. Unless it's a very like story-heavy game like Zero Time Dilemma. That one is a game that definitely you can't really talk in. Also, after this, I'm going to do something that's probably going to have ramifications further down the line for other reasons, but that's okay. Because I got to get the thing that I'm stressed about taken care of, so I got to do stuff now. Well, thanks, Travis. But yeah, have fun with your university stuff. I do have to talk to you later. I have to talk with you about Zero Time Dilemma and other stuff. So... I don't think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow morning. I will be streaming My Time at Porsche tomorrow night, which you should definitely check out because that's a fun game. What? Who are you? Where did you go? Okay. Mine. I have a lot of stories, but all depressing and hopeless. So, I mean, those sound interesting. Like, nothing wrong with interesting stories unless they get you in trouble for other reasons. Okay, that's bad. I'm not the best with that. Splaster. Ooh. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. It's funny, some of my roommates and some friends were playing the Godfather board game, and there's a Blood Money card, and since I had no idea what it was, like I looked down and I was like, oh, Blood Money. In other words, AIDS on paper. And I got shunned for that. I thought it was a great joke. I thought it was a really, really clever joke. And they gave me the look of, like, shame. Like, it was the heavy look of shame. Can I with you? Well, hello, Johnny Apricosi. Welcome to the stream. And, I mean, if you'd like to play, you're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to join. Close. Alright. Rejection number 2. With... Put your hat on straight. Reject number 2 with the good old steampunk hat. Reject number 3 with the Flash shirt. There. What time is stream tomorrow? Probably 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Not too much to talk about besides games. See, I like talking about games. I like talking about stories, things that happen in life. Got a pencil lead on your foot? If you'd want to share, go right ahead. I'm fine with listening to stories. I could probably find a story about that too, to be fair. I have a lot that's happened in my life. Alright, I'm gonna do the thing real quick. See, I think that any story can be interesting. But yeah, I have school the next day. It's all good. Yeah, streaming during like the school week is always weird because people always have school and such. I know my main audience does, but yeah, it's the time I can stream. I really wish I could stream like in the middle of the day. I feel like that would be a lot better, but unfortunately I don't have the time to because I work constantly. I may not work tomorrow. My head's starting to kill me. My head is like really in a little bit of a pain. This is bad. Luna Blaster is always... I'm learning how tough it is to be a Luna Blaster. Alright, well then. It's tough being a Luna Blaster player. Because, like, it's the shortest ranged weapon, I believe, in the game. And, like, you'd have to rely on the sub-weapon, and I don't use sub-weapons because look how much ink it uses. Okay. Yeah, no, our sloshing machine is not doing anything right now. Oh, nope, they started to move. They started to move. I'll read that in a bit. Okay, this bad. Jeez. Direct in front of your dresser. Oh, you stepped on a pencil? Ouch. You're not a boring. Dude, I love listening to your stories. I love listening to the games you talk about. You're not that boring of a person. I'm not lying there. Oops. Well, that worked out well. No! Oh, I was so close. Did I cut it out? Ew, that's painful. Back to substituted? Nice. Nice. So you're able to join. I'll add people also after this match. Yeah, those are the big things. Okay. Well, that person's dead. That's a charger. I'm gonna try to get over here and see if we can do some damage over here. Nice. This might work out well. This might be beneficial. This could work. Gonna move this way, be fine. Ooh, I'm winning. Yeah, it probably was her. Makes sense to blame. No! Oh, I was so close. I was so close. I remember there was a time when I was in yeah, I would say elementary school. Or no, it was middle school. Middle school. Where my little brother and I were, like, wrestling right before we decided to, like, go to class. We decided to, like, wrestle, and his foot got lodged between my toes, and he just, like, wrenched one out. It's not the best day. It's not the best day, I would say. Whoa. We are definitely not winning at all. But sounds like a lot of foot stories, goodness. Please be safe. Sent a friend request? Sweet, sweet. I'll add people right now. Spam the A button as fast as possible. For those who also don't know, I know how to spam in a button. Fast. Yeah, but we might do... Jeez, we've been streaming for 2 hours, is it? We might be doing maybe... say 3 or 4 games. 3 or 4 more games. So get in while you can. Get in while you can. Because Luna Blaster. Yeah, no. Clear glass bowl on a ladder. Loft. She didn't get up against. Jeez, that sounds painful. I mean, I guess the theme right now is feet. I guess. Oops. There we go. Also, with these Splatoon 2 streams, I like to talk about things that will be happening kind of in the upcoming week for the channel as well. So, just kind of going to get that out of the way, because, you know, it's close to the end of the stream. I just want to talk about some other games that we play here on the channel, for those who are new and for those who are returning. First off, tomorrow, another My Life at Porsche, which is a farming game. It's been a lot of fun to play. I'm having a blast with it. I do have to actually change my strategy on that game, though, because there's an achievement I found out I need to get, and it's going to be an achievement. It's going to be an achievement that I don't want to really have to deal with, but I have to deal with it eventually, so... yeah. I'll talk about the achievement, though, when we do that. And then, of course, more... yeah. So that's going to be that tomorrow. Thursday is going to be more Assassin's Creed. Yeah, it does sound painful, so goodness. Please, be safe. Be safe. But yes, Thursday will be Assassin's Creed in the morning, and then at night we'll be finishing up 100% Orange Juice. Finally gonna finish that game. It's gonna be freaking fantastic. Friday morning is gonna be Stardew Valley once again with good friend Piranha. Ow. Stardew Valley once again, still a lot of fun. And then Friday night we might be doing. Shoot. Well, Friday night, I don't think Miko's going to be around. So, I think Friday night we'll be doing either a multiplayer, another Splatoon stream, or we might do Mario Kart. Jury's a little out on that one. We'll see. If anything, we might also do a different game entirely. We might finish up, like, one of the one-offs that I've done, possibly. Maybe Super Punch-Out. That seems interesting. Saturday, of course, there is unfortunately no stream, primarily because of me getting splatted by that splat roller. He ruined everything on Saturdays. You can all yell at him. No. Saturday is, of course, my one day to at least catch up on everything because of dying to Tetra missiles. You know, it's a thing that happens, typical Saturday thing. You know, you wake up, you get your breakfast, you get your eggs and bacon, you get your hash browns. Always gotta have the hash browns. Get your orange juice, and then you know, somebody just shows up to you and then Tetra missiles you, and also Clash Blast near you. Like, you know, rollers, the Sims. Well, thank you, Win. I appreciate it. Try to be chill. Try to be quite nice throughout all of my streams. Because there's one goal that we have here at the channel, is that we try to make people smile. We try to just have fun through all the games that we play. I play a whole bunch of different games. I have way too many. I have over 900 games to put that in stuff. Well, thank you. Thank you both, Sarah and Win. Welcome to the kit party, as we call ourselves. No thanks on the Tetra missiles. Yeah, true. Yeah, Saturdays I work a ton, so there might not be a stream. There might be an afternoon stream. We'll see. Ooh, close game. Close game. And then Sunday should be probably more Assassin's Creed, and I'm hoping to finish Thrillville. I don't think it's gonna happen. Doing Tetra missiles. It's all good. It's all good. I know you aimed at somebody else, and I just got collateral damaged. Yeah, kind of the whole thing here is just making people smile through all the games that we play. Also, I am somebody who takes recommendations, so if you have any games you'd like to recommend, I'm always interested in seeing games and seeing like what we can play. I do have a list. Also, as far as videos go, still gonna be Smash Ultimate videos. I'm gonna try to breeze through Classic Mode as quick as possible, but I only have so much time in the day. I do work full time. Same with World of Light. And then then I'm gonna try to get a Valkyria Chronicles video up. Just gonna switch. Hello, Moon. The story Sims Switcher? Alright, go ahead. AKA Nintendo. Excluding Switch, what do you mean? Confused. Breakfast and touch missiles. Yep. It's typical Saturday. This one was not touched. Okay. But yeah, so as far as videos, by the way, so yes, there's going to be more Smash Ultimate, and there is going to be Valkyria Chronicles, hopefully. Hopefully we'll get the Valkyria Chronicles. 96 gal, interesting. And then there'll also be the February update video regarding... Wait a minute. You never know. You never know. But yeah, the February update video should be coming out tomorrow. I'm going to hopefully get all that set up for hope tomorrow or tonight. We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna do this one and one more actually, just because looking at the time, I do need to finish a lot of stuff tonight. I'm realizing I am not gonna get to go to sleep until like probably 4 in the morning again, but that's fine. That is a-okay. Ooh, nice. Ow. 96 gal. I don't see too many people play the 96 gal, but it's a great weapon. Great weapon. I should talk about Splatoon sometimes. You know, it's kind of a game that's played. You know. I didn't even tell her to stop, but she didn't. See, that's the thing. They don't stop running. You don't stop running, and you don't stop running next to you when you hit the ground running. It makes sense. I don't know the rest of the words of that song. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the game on, go play. Hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. All that glitters is gold, on the shooting stars, make the mold. By the way, if you're new here, I do sing sometimes. I kind of forget about it every now and then. Wow, nice jump. What was it? I was going to sing a different song, but I couldn't remember the lyrics of that song. Ooh, that sounds painful. That sounds very, very painful. Wow, that person got destroyed. We have a chance! We have a chance! Run! Get over here! This one or one more. I could sing Rickroll right now. I don't know why Rickroll's still on my mind. Yeah, you always have that one thing where you like one sister, you like one sibling more than the other, especially if they do like a lot of bad stuff to you. I just realized I look like I'm wearing a jumpsuit right now. And we keep jumping, jumping, and jumping, jumping, and jumping, jumping, and jumping, jumping, and let's go. I don't know the words of that song. It's weird trying to sing English-speaking songs. I listen to a lot of, GG? Yep, GG indeed. GG indeed. Oops, I don't know why I'm switching gear. Oops. Ow. Thank you. Yeah, I listen to a lot of Japanese music. I gotta listen to English. But yeah, this is gonna be the last game of the night, actually. Yeah. I feel like I keep switching it. But yeah, I apologize. There's a lot. Oh, I have to still do laundry. Yes. That was working for me the other day. Definitely sounds good. Definitely sounds good indeed. Injuries are no fun. We're gonna keep going. Also, we didn't have to call the tech support cat today. I missed the tech support cat. Staying awake till 6? Well, good luck with that. I have, using the GooTuber. Ah, the GooTuber. Yep. I mean, I have to edit. I have to... gosh, what do I have to do? I have to record some stuff. I have to finish cleaning. I have laundry I gotta do. You know, got some housekeeping stuff, and the only time I can really do it is like at freaking 1 in the morning. Wow, I just ran up into that soda bomb. I mean, I'm used to doing all-nighters and long times, but 11 months, I know. I mean, kind of mood, I guess, is what is said. Nah, I've been super stressed. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. I hopefully got one of the things that I'm stressed about resolved, but I don't know. It's still a very, very scary situation. I mean, it's not like anyone's life's in danger. It's just very nerve-wracking, to say the least. Really rude. I mean, it's like an everyday thing. Well, I mean, I know, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, what? Isn't there, like, the whole lingo of today's society where it's just, like, if they, like, say that they understand the feeling, they just say mood. I don't know, I'm trying to fit in. I don't know what lingo is. I speak proper. That's kind of what I do. That's an old joke, though, Demian. That's just an old joke. Not really needed. Yellow. That person just got blown up. You got blown up! Wow. That person did not. That person, oh my gosh, I got blown up. Ever spell it? My best friend has sleep apnea, I believe. I don't think she has a thyroid problem though. There's a lot of medical problems, but I don't think that's one of them. Oh, what I'd give to talk to my best friend right now. Ow. We're in Splatfest. Let's go to the moon. Oh no, we're not. So I guess we're fine. Did you know that the Gucciber is a very interesting weapon? And there's a splat bomb, but I guess I'm gonna beat you. Now I'm dead from a sloshing machine. Guess the match is almost over. Guess who wins this match now? Cool. Nice. Well, with that, another win. We didn't... This entire stream was aimed at getting white flag for this weapon, and we didn't get anywhere near it. I call that a success. Please help destroy kit. I mean... We were against each other. I don't know. Alright, well that's going to be it though for this stream here tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, once again, really do appreciate it. It's always nice talking with the chat and talking with you guys about just everything going on and sharing some stories, you know? Salty? Maybe get some pepper, though. Pepper's delicious. Anyway, hope to see you guys then tomorrow for My Life at Porsche. If you're into the farming games, once again, if you have a game to recommend, feel free to recommend it. Still on the way to do SCP Containment Breach for 400 subs, so hopefully we get to that soon. We'll see. Been kind of like hovering around the same number. It's weird. But anyway, have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. My name's Katathi. I'll see you guys next time for more Variety Gaming. See you guys later. Peace.